Hey guys, Kyle Mendoza here with another fun tutorial on a free running trick called the worm cast back. Before you do this one, make sure you have two movements, castaway and a palm flip. Those two motions will help you very much in getting this down because both of those movements are kind of used in this one trick. So let me show you what it looks like and we'll break it down. So that's what it looks like. Starts from a hanging position, whether you're hanging onto a bar or you have a 90-degree ledge or you just have something like a little ledge that you can have a good grip on. And usually it starts with your body flat against the wall. The motion though is the worm first, where you're hanging, you drive your feet back, and then from there it's kind of like a palm flip motion. So that's why I think that getting the castaway and the palm flip are extremely important, because with the castaway you got to know how to drive your feet up and back and then push away from the bar or ledge, whatever you're going off of. And then for the palm flip, you got to make sure you know how to plant and pull into your tuck. So without those two movements down, make sure you get those down. So there's annotations on the side so you guys can use those. Master them first, then come back to this tutorial, and hopefully those will help you get this worm back or worm cast back. Okay, so first thing you want to focus on is make sure that you have good grip, that your fingers aren't going to slip, and that you can just focus on this drill here. Kick back and worm into the wall. Literally doing a worm will help a lot. You don't want to bash your knees, you don't want to slam your feet, but you kind of tap your toes to make that impact a little bit lighter. But on the drive back, think about arching as hard as you can, getting your heels about as high as your butt. When you're hanging on the wall, wherever your hips and your butt are, drive your feet up that high. The bigger the cast, the easier it'll be to pull into your tuck. So after that worm motion, there's two drills you can do. The higher you kick your feet back, the faster you want to pull your knees up. Don't think about releasing too early and bringing your hands to your knees. Bring your knees up to your hands. So there's two drills. One drill is what I just did, where you do your worm, pull your knees up. Then the more you can get into that rotation, the less rotation you'll have to do as you release. What you're going for is pulling your arms down with the bar, but pulling your knees up to your hands, and that's what kind of helps create that rotation. The other drill you could do, if you have a mat on you, then you can go ahead and work on pulling, arch, and then driving your knees up, and then landing onto your back on a mat, if you have that access. Using those two as progressions after you've done the palm flip and the castaway, or you've mastered those movements, then that'll help you work on the power and control of your kicking back, the timing of when you pull and get that lift, and then the execution of how fast you need to rotate in order to get your feet underneath you to stand it up enough to where you can stabilize your landing. If your chest is too low, you could shoot forward into the wall. If you tuck and pull too slow and not enough power, you'll under rotate and land with your chest super low. So try and work on your sequence, which is 1, the kick back, 2, the pull up, 3 is the tuck, and make sure you feel your chest coming up and those feet coming underneath your body before you set. If you're taking off and you're just releasing and then you're looking back before you even grab the pull, then that's what's going to mess you up. Tuck first, then as you rotate, you'll see the ground, then just kind of open up for that landing. But that's pretty much how this movement works. It happens very, very fast. That's why I think it's extremely important to get those two tricks down, the castaway and the palm flip, because that whole lifting motion after that arch is just like the palm flip, where you're pressing and bringing your knees up to where your hands are and not trying to push and bring your hands to your knees. So focus on how you need to work on that rotation and just get that timing down. Walk yourself through that sequence. But if you guys are still having problems, let me know in the comment section below and I'll do my best to help you out. If you guys follow me on Facebook, you guys can always send me videos of your attempts and I can see what you're doing wrong and hopefully help you guys out a little bit more precisely by breaking down what you're doing wrong and giving you tips on how to improve and just progress and have more fun. Thanks for watching, you guys. Take great care, and as always, stay positive. 3, and instead of bringing that foot and setting it up on top, you're going to reach that foot all the way over, and as your foot goes through, you're going to point that foot out, push your hips forward as you push back with your hand and back with that foot that's on top.